Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to your ultimate XP guide for Chapter 3 Season 1. And in this video, we're going to be going over all the XP you need to rank up your Battle Pass to get it to max tier as fast as possible. That can either be tier 100 if that's your target, or if you want to get the bonus styles, that's going to be tier 200 or level 200 like it was the last two seasons. So how exactly are we going to do this, and how are we going to get these things leveling up so you guys can get on the road and get boosting through this? Well, let's first talk about the XP needed per season and how much you need per level. If you are new around here, as always, don't forget to tap that subscribe. It would mean the world to me if we could get to 700,000 this chapter. Thank you so much anyone considering to do that. I try and produce the best content quality and everything for you guys over here on the world of Fortnite. So where do we start with this? Well, let's go into our quests and talk about that. That is the new system. So this year, or this season, we've got dailies, seasonal, and milestones. These are the three ways you can earn XP. We'll talk more about them in a second because I want to go over the amount of XP you need per level. So leveling up this season, it works quite easy, very similar to last season, almost identical. So the way it works is level 1 to 7 or lower amounts of XP, because that is level 1 at 40k, level 2 at 50, level 3 at 50, level 4 at 50k, level 5 at 60k, level 6 at 60k, and level 7 going into 80k. So what's really important about that is I always like to emphasize this: if you are buying your battle pass and you're buying your bonus tiers, you want to buy this above level 7 because you get better value for money if you're someone that buys bonus tiers, because you get better value for money on your XP. 100% do that, guys. Don't buy it below there, buy it after level 7, okay? You'll get better value, your bonus tiers anyway. Also, for those wondering as well, if you want to support the channel here and help me out further, you can go and enter in code POST to your item shop. When you do that, before you buy the battle pass, thank you so much anyone considering to do that. I'm a hashtag Epic Games partner. It really helps support me. That's POST. Pop it in, guys, if you want to support me. Thank you so much anyone considering to do that. So that's that there out of the way with that little overview. Carrying on with the levels though, like I said, after level 7 all the way to level 100 is 80,000 per level. That means that this season, to get to level 100, you want to unlock your level 100 on your battle pass, that's actually going to have to get you a total of 7.7 million XP, which is a ton amount. And then if you want to get all the way to that level 200 and unlock these secret new tiers down here at the bottom, you're going to have to get 13 million. So 13,871,250 XP to get that level 200, which is crazy. So you're probably wondering where that's going to come from. And that's what I'm going to give you guys right now, the best breakdown of how this works. So starting off with your quests, I'm going to zoom through these just so we can get over what we've got. We've got dailies, we get 3 of these every day. We've got seasonal, roughly every 2 weeks on Thursday, you'll get given these. And milestones, you've got these which are permanent, and there are no additional milestones unless Epic decides to add them. So let's talk about numbers and which one is the best to go for, which one gives the most XP, and how they exactly work. So dailies are every single day. These usually give you a supercharge if you miss them. So if you miss them, you should be given that much worth of supercharge XP, which is like the bonus XP you get if you miss a day of dailies. Let me know tomorrow if anyone does get supercharge, if it's on or not. I'm not too sure. So in total, you'd get 45,000 for these. And if you work that out over until the end of the season, if you do every single daily, you're looking at 1.56 million XP just from your dailies. It's pretty cool. Seasonal. All right, so seasonal, you get bonus goals. You got your bonus goals here on the right. These are given roughly every 2 weeks or so, because these challenges here have like a random time on. I'm assuming it's every Thursday, like the old challenges in Chapter 1. And there's roughly around 10 here. And some of them have stages, but assuming most on average will probably not have this stage, we can assume the average amount of XP here is about 250,000 every 2 weeks, I would say, on Thursday. And that includes these over here as well, which would roughly be every 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less, because, you know, if these stages count towards these, then maybe it would be a little bit less. But if they don't, we'll say every 2 weeks. So you're roughly looking on this page here, every 2 weeks, you're going to be getting around 415,000 XP off this page. Times that by the total of the season length, you're looking at around 2 million XP, or exactly 2,075,000 XP on average, roughly, just from that. So a lot more on these than you will get from your dailies, which is kind of interesting. Milestones is even more. Milestones is insane. So the way milestones work, there are currently 19 different milestones, and each milestone has 20 different stages, and each stage will give you 80k XP. This tier stuff you see here, the milestone bonus goals, I've spoken to a few people and no one's telling me that the XP upgrades on your tiers. These bonus goals have tiers. I don't know if the reward bonus upgrades or not. I can't find any details on this, so if anyone knows, let me know. But I've had people already at tier 2 and 3 and they've told me they have not upgraded their XP number. So I don't think it does. I generally just think it's just kind of like things you can kind of track throughout the seasons. I don't know really. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's talk about numbers here with the milestones. You can get a rough overview of how much this is worth. In total, we add up all of the milestones, including these here, which we assume are going to be every 10 milestone. All of these added together, every single milestone is a crazy number, guys. Are you ready for it? The total milestone reward is actually going to be 3,040,000 XP for the milestones. Just these milestones on their own. So adding in the milestone bonuses, we assume that there's going to be a total of 380 milestones, roughly, because there's 19 milestones with 20 stages, and we assume that every 10 milestones you complete, you gain 20,000 XP. So if you do 38 times 20,000, that's 760,000. Add that onto the 3 million which we had before, that puts us roughly at 3,800,000 XP from your milestones. Pretty crazy, right? And the total XP you need this season for level 100 is 7,700,000. So if we add up dailies, seasonal, and milestone, that comes to a total of 7,435,000. Pretty good. You know, that's getting you level 100 just off all these. Are you ever going to complete all of these milestones? I'll be honest, guys, probably not. Milestones, I never do them. They're too hard. They're easy to start with. They just reward you for generally playing the game. But some of these can get quite difficult. Reboot teammates. If you're not playing with teammates, that can be hard. Hunt wildlife. That can also be difficult. If you don't like fishing, that's not for you. Spending bars. If you don't like farming bars, that could also be difficult. Just difficult ones on here. Some of them are dead easy. Medkits, vending machines, harvesting materials, you know, riding in cars and trucks, opening vaults. That could be difficult. This season you've got to do it in teams, so that could be difficult. Complete bounties, another difficult one. But, you know, this is just generally playing the game. I think you get these from playing BR, which is cool. Seasonal, they're more focused. You got to kind of focus them. Dailies are also focused as well. Complete daily quests, which you get when you party. When you just go into a game, they just show up, basically. I can't get them to show up now for some reason. They should just show up when you go into a game. Mine aren't seeming to show up, which is strange, but don't worry about that. You'll see your dailies in here when you're in the game, so it should be good. All right, so that's what you get on there. Now, talking of XP on average in Battle Royale, roughly my XP on average in Battle Royale is around 20,000 per 82 minutes, which at that sort of rate, not including Supercharge, would be granting me around 250 XP per minute, which isn't too bad at all. Then if you add in your dailies, you're looking at around 584 XP per minute, which isn't that bad, but comparing it to last season, we were looking at 872 XP per minute before the buff, and after the buff, we were looking at 1,097 XP from Battle Royale after the buff. That's pretty crazy, guys. You know, them sort of numbers were better last season than they were this season. Is that good or bad news? Well, I wouldn't say it's bad news because they've changed the XP a little bit this season for you guys, which should help you out a lot generally overall. So let me show you guys something. I think this is really going to be interesting. So this season, you've got to consider you've got milestones and seasonal. We can't add them into that number. It's too hard to kind of calculate how many milestones each player is going to do. It's also hard to calculate how many seasonal quests each player is going to do. And even dailies, you know, we're just assuming you do every single daily. That's what I assume in that calculation. You might not. But considering that, you can roughly gain around 7 million XP easily from Battle Royale this season. But that comes in to the new stuff, the accolades. This is creative, and this is where your XP can skyrocket. Inside of Fortnite Creative, there are now accolades, and to find out what maps have accolade, you'll see here, for example, on my 50 fashion show, we can check this map out here. The code is there on screen if you want it. It is down below in the description as well. And inside of here, you can gain XP. You see this logo? This gives you XP on the map, and you can gain tons if you know what you're doing. And that's the same for Food Fight. You gain XP in here. Another map that I've created ready for the Winterfest. You gain XP inside of here, and the code is here, and it is in the description as well. I'll give you guys a little rundown of how and what sort of XP you can get and the times you can earn it. So here on 50 Fashion, you can see some gameplay. You gain XP simply for just playing the show, which is really cool, doing different stuff, getting to different rounds. There's actually a board behind the spawn where you can see all the different XP. Also, the trophy room. So the trophy room grants you XP per trophy. If you claim trophies, you'll gain XP. So the more you play the game, the more score you gain, the more XP you can gain from claiming the trophies, because less people actually have the trophies, because Not everyone has loads of score in 50 fashion. Also, presents give you XP in 50 fashion. Playing any of the minigames also gives you XP in 50 fashion. Winning the minigames, including Death Run, Parkour, 1v1 Arena, and so much more in the shooting range, just shooting down one target, also gives you XP. Really cool way. You can farm like easily 100k XP in 15 to 20 minutes inside of 50 fashion, and maybe other maps as well. There are other maps that have XP enabled, not just 50 fashion. This is just the one I've created, so I can give you guys a good explanation of how I earn XP in my own maps, because obviously I've built it. So, you know, kind of interesting. Considering roughly you could gain 100k XP per 15 to 20 minutes, that would give you an average of 6,666 per minute, which is pretty insane. And now Food Fight, another incredible map which we've built for the Winterfest for you guys. This one has some crazy XP farming. So the way accolades work is they scale per the amount of player doing different quests. So for example, in Food Fight, no one's really farming materials. So if you pop on Food Fight in the next week or so and go and farm, you're going to be gaining thousands and thousands of XP. It's ridiculous because no one seems to be farming. In Food Fight, you gain XP from farming, from opening the power weapons, from eliminating players, winning the game, and playing rounds. That's it. But no one seems to farm much in Food Fight for some reason. They seem to just focus on eliminations. But if you want to farm and build your base and have more defense, I'd recommend it. You also gain a lot of XP for farming wood, metal, and gold. Wood, stone, and metal. I wish you'd gain XP for gold, but I don't have a gold farm in there just yet. It's coming soon, hopefully. All right, so that's there on Food Fight. You got a good overview of that. And that is generally the best way, tied in with Battle Royale, to gain XP this season. Playing creative and then Battle Royale. Imposters? Nah, it's just gone. They already nerfed it today. Imposters, it's just not the same for XP compared to creative this season. The Accolade device is really good. It can be scaled a lot. However, there is a cap on the Accolade device. There is a cap. You can't, you know all these glitch videos you see? There is no glitch in creative for XP because once you hit a certain number, it'll stop giving you XP. I don't know what that number is because I've yet to hit it and I've earned over 100,000 sometimes by playing creative for like 15, 30, 40 minutes, but I don't know what the number is, but there is a cap at some point. Much more than the original cap though, which was the playtime cap of around 120,000. So interesting to see. Whereas Imposters doesn't have a cap. So I guess you could tie in Imposters with creative if you want that extra bonus XP. But Battle Royale, generally just doing your dailies and challenges, followed by your milestones, but don't really need to focus them. And tying in creative, you'll be set. You'll get level 200 very easily, as quickly as you want. But as fast as you want, creative will be the best method, hitting the cap almost every day, whatever that cap is, and then going back over to Battle Royale to do your challenges, or doing it the other way around. That would be the best way, in my opinion, to rank up inside of Fortnite Chapter 3, Season 1. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope it has given you some help and some advice. If you are new around here, as always, tap the subscribe button, and don't forget to use code POST in the item shop to support me further. Let me know in the comments if you've got any other suggestions for ranking up and any other tips and tricks. I'll be sure to read them. And once again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And this is postboxpat, signing out.